Morning. Flag Mincha today will be at 6:15. Mizman Mincha will be at 7:35. Tomorrow morning, since we're laning, we'll be davening at 6. Now for a very quick Bar-Torah. A lot of this week's parsha has to do with what causes the rot in society. Meaning, if you start off, you have the whole mitzvah of Yafat Torah and everything that you have to do about that, and how that leads to a disaster with the children. You have also a mitzvah of not wearing the garments of the opposite sex. It's very interesting, the Torah puts this down as a major avera. In fact, it refers to it as an abomination. The mitzvah of putting up fences between property. That your property is yours, your neighbor's property is his. You have to respect somebody else's property, and of course ends with the mitzvah being honest in business and not embarrassing somebody for some past that he may have done. And then finally ends with the attack of Amalek. As I mentioned yesterday, Amalek is looking for a society that is rotten to the core. Remember last week we were talking about crisis of leadership, how to be a leader in the Jewish people. This week, the Torah is concentrating on how to be just within the society as citizens. So it's a very interesting point that it all ends up that if society breaks down, Amalek comes, and you could say that Amalek is within the people. Just as a side note, when the Germans decided to invade France in 1940, the German army was scared because France had the largest army in Europe, larger than the German army. But what the politicians saw was something very interesting, is while France had a larger army, they did not have the will to fight. The society had been rotten from the inside since the end of World War I. So that's why the Germans were able to defeat the French so quickly, even though they had a smaller army. Just something to think about. Kaddish Rabbanim.